A director in the UN New York office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights was fed up. Then he resigned, and no one in the mainstream media is talking about it. Craig Mokhiber resigned in a contentious 4-page letter to Volker Turk, the UN's High Commissioner for Human Rights. Here are some of the most important points, and I quote, "Once again, we are seeing a genocide unfolding before our eyes, and the organization that we serve appears powerless to stop it. We had failed in our duty to meet the imperatives of prevention of mass atrocities, of protection of the vulnerable, and of accountability for perpetrators. In Gaza, civilian homes, schools, churches, mosques, and medical institutions are attacked as thousands of civilians are massacred. What's more, the governments of the United States, the United Kingdom, and much of Europe are wholly complicit in the horrific assault. Not only are these governments refusing to meet their treaty obligations to ensure respect for the Geneva Conventions, but they are in fact actively arming the assault, providing economic and intelligence support, and giving political and diplomatic cover for Israel's atrocities. Western corporate media, increasingly captured and state adjacent, are in open breach of Article 20 of the ICCPR, continuously dehumanizing Palestinians to facilitate the genocide. US-based social media companies are suppressing the voices of human rights defenders while amplifying pro-Israel propaganda. We had international law on our side. We had human rights on our side. We had principle on our side. Our authority was rooted in our integrity, but no more. Our positions must be unapologetically based on international human rights and international law. We must stop the pretense that this is simply a conflict over land or religion between two warring parties and admit the reality of the situation in which a disproportionately powerful state is colonizing, persecuting, and dispossessing an indigenous population on the basis of their ethnicity. We must reaffirm and insist on the right to return and full compensation for all Palestinians and their families currently living in the occupied territories and in Lebanon, Jordan, Syria, and in the diaspora across the globe. In the immediate term, we must work for an immediate ceasefire and an end to the long-standing siege on Gaza. Stand up against the ethnic cleansing of Gaza, Jerusalem, and the West Bank and elsewhere. The world is watching. We will all be accountable for where we stood at this crucial moment in history. Let us stand on the side of justice." End quote.